Ready to vote? This video will guide you through all the steps of the voting process when you vote from overseas. If after watching this video you still need assistance, we're here to help. Just go to votefromabroad.org and send us a message or find us on Zoom the Vote. Have you requested your ballot using the federal absentee ballot request and registration form called the FPCA? For most states, you need to send it every calendar year. If you haven't, go now to votefromabroad.org and request your ballot using the FPCA. We recommend that you ask to receive your ballot by email, as it's the quickest possible way. Was your form accepted and received by your local election office? If you haven't received confirmation, go to votefromabroad.org to find your local election office's contact info to get in touch. Is it more than 45 days before the election? If so, you probably won't have your ballot until that date. If you've requested your ballot, received confirmation that your request has been accepted, and it's 45 days or less until the election, you're ready to vote. The most important thing to do now is to follow the specific instructions that came with your ballot. The local election official will determine the validity of your ballot, so take the time to be sure and follow all of the instructions. Here's how to vote in If you requested to receive your ballot by email and you can't find it in your inbox, check your spam or promotions folder. You can also search your inbox for your local election office's email address. If it's 45 days before the election and you still haven't received your ballot, contact your local election office at once to inquire why. Once you've located your ballot, it's time to print it. Don't have a printer? Try a local print shop, newsagent, library, or neighbor, or a friend who might have access to one. When printing your ballot, it does not have to be on 8.5 by 11 paper. The paper size doesn't matter, but it must be readable. Use the shrink to fit or fit to page setting when printing. If in their instructions, your local election office provided you with a voter oath or attestation or signature page and an envelope template, go ahead and print these as well. Again, the size of the paper doesn't matter. Now it's time to vote your ballot. If you need help learning about the races or issues on your ballot, go to ballotpedia.org or to guides.vote or to Vote 411 to learn more. Remember, you're eligible to vote for any and all races that appear on your ballot. State and local races are often decided by less than 100 votes, so do try to vote the entire ballot when you can. At this point, fill out your voter oath or signature page, following the instructions that came with your ballot. Your signature should match the signature on your FPCA or ballot request form. The next step is to scan your ballot. If you don't have access to a scanner, try your local library, print shop, or a friend or neighbor who might have access to one. If you have a smartphone, there are free apps you can use to do this, such as Adobe Scan. The iPhone Notes app can also save a scan as a PDF. Next, attach your ballot document and any other required documents, such as your voter oath or attestation or signature page, to an email addressed to your local election office. If you don't have access to a fax machine, you can use an online fax service such as the FVAP fax service, a smartphone app, or find a fax machine locally. Before you fax, check your local election office contact details for their dedicated fax number. Be sure to fax all printed documents, your ballot and voter oath, attestation, or signature page. Access your state's online voting system and follow the specific instructions. If you need more information or have any issues regarding electronic ballot return, contact your local election official. You'll need 2 envelopes, one smaller and one larger, to prepare your ballot return package. You can either make a privacy envelope using a blank sheet of paper, or you can follow the instructions provided to you for printing a privacy envelope. First, fold and place your voted ballot into the smaller privacy envelope. Now, fold the voter oath or signature page as instructed and put it and the secrecy envelope that contains your voted ballot into the larger carrier envelope. Make sure and check the directions as to what goes in the envelope and what needs to be written on the envelope. If your country has a functional and efficient postal system and you believe that your ballot will be returned in time to be counted, it's fine to use it. However, make sure you have attached sufficient international postage. If you're using an envelope template, some are marked postage paid, but this usually means domestic postage within the USA only. If your country of residence does not have a good postal service, you have two further options: using the embassy or consulate diplomatic pouch, or using a private courier company to send your ballot. Check with your local embassy or consulate for drop-off instructions. The diplomatic pouch system can take many weeks, so we don't recommend using it unless you are absolutely sure you have enough time. If you're using a diplomatic pouch, international postage is not required. The fastest way to get your ballot back in time to be counted is usually the use of a private courier system such as FedEx, DHL, or UPS. If you choose to use this method, make sure you have listed a street address to return your ballot to. Courier services will not deliver to a post box. You may need to contact your local election office to find this information. Also, it's a good idea to waive the signature requirement, as many local election offices do not have the staffing to sign for all of the absentee ballots that will come in. The most important step now is to confirm that your ballot was received and accepted. Some states' local election offices may contact you if there's a problem with your ballot package and give you an opportunity to correct any problems. A last reminder that no matter how you're voting in the election, it's important that you follow the instructions that come with your ballot, and make sure you confirm with your local election official that your ballot was received after you submit it. If at any time you have any questions, problems, or concerns, please feel free to contact us via our online help desk on our website or our Zoom the Vote online help sessions.